Okay, hello from Wazuka, the village of Wazuka in Kyoto Prefecture. And Maiko and I, hello.
Hello.
We're going to be going around this village today. And we have some really beautiful weather. And we have decided to come here to Kyoto Prefecture to Wazuka. And so I'm going to give you some information about this place. So right here is some English information, and it says Wazuka is one of the main production areas of Uji tea and produces about 45% of the tea made in Kyoto Prefecture. One of the views of the beautiful tea fields representing rural living was registered as the first landscape property of Kyoto Prefecture. Wazuka was also certified as one of the most beautiful villages in Japan in 2013 and a Japan Heritage Site in 2015. So this is one of the most beautiful villages in Japan. You can see the certification here. And it's just a very small village. And it is famous for the production of Uji tea, which is really famous not only in Kyoto, but all over Japan and maybe even the world. And so we have rented 2 bicycles. They are electric bicycles over here. And they are electric bicycles, so we'll get some electronic assist. You can see the battery there. And this is the assist here. And we're going to do a cycling route and take in the different views of the tea plantations and explore this small village. And we'll see if it lives up to the name, one of the most beautiful villages in Japan. Okay, so I'll start recording again later when we get somewhere interesting. Okay, see you soon. Okay, so this is our first stop, and we are at Lawson. This is a convenience store. And this is actually the only convenience store in Wazuka. So it's a very countryside area. It is a village, and you can see that they have special colors, kind of like a black behind the Lawson. And again, that's to kind of blend in with the natural area. So just to give you a kind of panoramic view, you can see we're down in a valley. So there are tall mountains all around us. And there is the first tea plantation, right there. So very little traffic. Maybe this is the only traffic light in Wazuka. We'll see. But a very peaceful town. And we're gonna get some snacks here at Lawson. So anytime we get hungry or thirsty, we can stop and take a break. So anyway, this is the only convenience store in Wazuka. So I'll see you soon. Okay, so we just had lunch. We rode around for a little bit. We found a really small, peaceful shrine, and it had a bench. We sat down and had lunch, and I'll show you that in just a few minutes. But this is the view here. So as far as you can see, it's nothing but tea plantations. And this is what Wazuka is famous for. It's these tea plantations like this. And it's just really, really peaceful here. I know I say this in almost every video, but I really mean it this time. This is really a serene place down in this valley with the mountains on all sides, and basically no traffic. So we're riding our bikes on the road, and just no cars anywhere. And this is a national holiday with beautiful weather, so people should be out, I guess. So Yeah. And then here's the shrine. We just had lunch there on that bench. And this shrine is famous for this cedar tree. This really big cedar tree. And it is older than 1,300 years. So here's the information in Japanese. Yasaka Jinja, Yasaka Shrine's big cedar tree. And there's a lot of history here. It even has a connection to the emperor about 1,300 years ago. So you can see just how massive this cedar tree is. And so again, in Shinto, it's kind of a worship of nature. So maybe special gods protecting this tree. You can see the rope right there around the tree. So anyway, here's one more lookout. This is where we had lunch, but it's just a small village here in this valley. And I just looked it up. The population here is just over 3,000 people, which is, I think, about 53 people per square kilometer. So comparing that to Hirakata, it's more than 400,000 people. And for every square kilometer, I think it's about 32,000 people. So, and it's just a very, very big contrast from the urban side of Japan to here in Wazuka. And so, anyway, we're going to get on our bikes and keep going. Hopefully we can get some more beautiful views of the tea plantations. Okay, see you. Okay, so this area of Wazuka is called Harayama. And this is where green tea was first introduced. I can't remember what the sign said. I think it said here in the Kyoto area, and this is where green tea first began, the first planting and growing. And it also said that these tea plantations are the most frequently cut tea plantations in all of Japan. So you can see that the rows of tea are just perfectly cut, and they're cut very beautifully. See, it's very precise. In fact, there were several farmers further down. We could see them working on the tea plantations. But yeah, it's just extremely beautiful here, and very peaceful, as I said. And it's just so, just almost frozen in time. And the local people that I see here as I pass by the houses, it looks like it's a very elderly population. And it's probably, this town is probably very similar to other small towns in Japan, where it's an aging society, and young couples are just not having children. People are living a much longer life, of course. And the very few young people, of course, they leave these towns and they go to the big city. They move to Osaka or Tokyo. And yeah, so I believe the population here in Wazuka is also declining. But I think I read it was over 300 families here that are involved in the tea growing industry. So anyway, I've seen a lot of these kind of like a fan right there. And I'm not exactly sure what they're doing. but I will ask and try to get some information about that. So yeah, Wazuka is it's not the most accessible place. In fact, I don't think there are any train stations here, and the only way to get here is by car. So if you don't have a car, it's going to be really hard to get here. Coming from Hirakata in Osaka Prefecture, it took about 1 hour by car, and we are in Kyoto Prefecture. I'm not sure how far we are from Kyoto City. Another thing I want to mention is this is Uji tea, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video. So maybe I had the wrong idea that Uji tea has to come from Uji, and Uji is a town that's really close to here. But apparently, maybe all the tea that grows here in Kyoto Prefecture is considered Uji tea. So I made another video in Yawata, which is another city in Kyoto Prefecture, and I showed some of the green tea there. So maybe that's also considered Uji tea as well. Anyway, again, this is on the list of one of Japan's most beautiful villages, and I think you can see why. It's for the landscapes like this, the green tea plantations, and just pure untouched nature. And it's, like I said, it's like frozen in time. You don't see a lot of traffic, hardly any cars, and it's just a very, very slow pace of life. And it would be very interesting to meet some locals and talk to them. I'm sure they have a lot of interesting stories. But anyway, I think this kind of gives you an idea of the view here. And I'm going to keep riding my bike. And if I see another interesting spot, I'll be sure to record it. Okay, see you later. Bye. Okay, so we left that tea plantation area and we're back in town. And this is just a small shrine here. It's a Tenman Shrine. And just a quick look. Just a quick look around. We got to get our bikes back to the Tourist Information Center here in a few minutes. So we're on our way back to returning our bikes, and yeah, just stopped here for a minute, take a look around. It's pretty nice, actually. You can see various entrance ways. And then across the street, there was a bridge that crossed the main road. And then in the distance, I don't know if you can see, but there's a torii gate there in the distance. So anyway, this is the Tenman here in Wazuka. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to ride our bikes back to the information center. And I'm going to film, just riding, to give you an idea of what this town looks like. So it'll be just natural, uncut. It might be interesting, it might be boring, I don't know. But just to give you an idea of what this town looks like. So anyway, we're going to get on our bikes and head back. See ya. Okay, so here we go. We're coming out onto the main street. And this is as busy as it gets. Here on the left, you can see a bus stop. I'm sure it's very infrequent. And just lots of countryside. You can see some of the tea over there. And if you come in by car, I think this is probably your first impression of Wazuka, coming in on the main road. So in addition to tea, I think the rice production is really good here as well. Looks like a butcher shop. Yeah. Pork. And yeah, here's a. This is you see this only in really small towns, but this is a Yamazaki, which is a bread company, and it kind of serves as a convenience store. And I don't know why, but I've noticed there are a lot of motorcycles here, like that one that just passed. Of course, today's a beautiful day. And it's a national holiday as well, so yeah, kind of like us. Let's get out of the big city, enjoy some nature. If you can see this brown colored line here, it's a special cycling route, so we're on that cycling route right now. It's really pretty. And the local people here, they know that the people who come to visit probably rent a bicycle. So they're used to cyclists sharing the road. Here's the Tourist Information Center. So apparently we rented our bikes not from the Tourist Information Center, but it's like a little tea shop. So anyway, that's a little bike ride, and guess I'll film a little bit more in a few minutes after we turn in the bikes. See ya. Okay, so we returned the bicycles just before 4:30. It was due back at 4:30. And that was at the Wazuka Cha Cafe, or the Tea Cafe. And so anyway, we got in our car and we drove just a little bit, a few minutes away, and we found another viewpoint here. So anyway, this is where we are now, and you can see just how manicured this tea plantation is. I mean, it's just cut so perfectly. Just a really beautiful landscape here. So anyway, we're gonna walk across the street here, and looks like a coffee shop or something over here. It's closed, called the Don Don Cafe. So I don't know if it's good or bad, but the location is great. So here at Don Don Cafe, and look at this view from the cafe. That is hard to beat. That is really, really nice. Looks like a nice cafe. They've got some benches here. You can sit and enjoy the view. And then just over here, there's some information. So let's check out that, and then we'll give you a farewell message. Yeah, this view is amazing. Yeah. So I got some information about these fans that you see here. So these fans, you can see there's another one. These fans are used especially right now in the winter time. Okay, I don't know what just happened. So anyway, explaining these fans here. So these fans are used especially right now in the winter time, and that's because during the night and early morning there's a frost that comes over these tea shrubs, and so these fans are to prevent the freezing overnight. They got to keep the temperature perfect 24 hours a day, so that's what those fans are for. So anyway, here, this is the Shirasu and Ishitera Tea Plantations. In spring, Wazuka becomes increasingly warmer from the west to the east. This area is located in the west, where tea picking starts at the end of April and is called Hayaba, or the place of early harvest. Modern farm development has been accomplished here, creating the illusion that these tea plantations reach to the sky. So yeah, as you can see, it goes really high into the mountains. So if you come to Wazuka, I definitely recommend renting a bicycle, because most of these places are not accessible by car. This is one of the few places you can actually come by car. But the roads, as you can see, they're not even roads really, just little trails and paths that go between the tea plantations. So we rented a bike with electronic assist, and I'd highly recommend that. If you have a choice, definitely don't get the regular bicycles. And it was about 1,100 yen, or about $11 for one bicycle for one day. So I think you can just rent it and have it until the end of the day. So, and of course they have rules here, and it is important to be mindful. It says the beautiful tea field scenery of Wazuka town is maintained by tea farmers. Please refrain from further entry by car, motorcycle, bicycle, or walk, otherwise it may obstruct farming. So definitely be sensitive to the privacy of the farmers, and ask if you take pictures and things like that. Okay, another thing I want to show you is some of the things that we bought. So here on the right, I'm holding this is the green tea, and you can see here it says Kyoto Wazuka. So this is made right here. It's 100% pure green tea. I'm drinking it right now, and it is very pure. You can tell that it's very natural. This here is the green tea powder, and you can.
Wazuka. It's from Wazuka.
Yeah. So on the label, we can see it's made right here in Wazuka. So we're gonna take that home and make some green tea. And then these are called green tea dango, or what? It's kind of a snack.
Snack?
Is it sweet?
I think so.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what it looks like, and we're gonna have some of these later. So anyway, if you come to Wazuka, you definitely have to buy some green tea products. Of course, they have the famous green tea ice cream as well. I even saw a green tea beer. So anyway, this is what we got. We're going to take it home and enjoy it. So yeah, again, one more thing I want to mention is this is one of Japan's most beautiful villages. There's a list that's officially certified, and so this is one of them. In the Kansai area, I think there are 5. And we have been to, I think, 4 out of the 5. But here in Kyoto Prefecture, Wazuka, and the other one is Ine. And let's see, in Nara, there's Sony and Totsukawa. And then in Hyogo Prefecture, there's Ojiro. So, yeah, lots of beautiful villages in Japan. So, of course, explore the cities, but try to get out to this area, too, if you can, and really see really beautiful small villages. Okay. So, Maiko, do you have any final message?
We hope you enjoy a lot. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We enjoyed it a lot.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's an easy day trip coming from Kyoto or Osaka. So yeah, come here, rent a bicycle, ride around, enjoy the nature, and enjoy the green tea.
The electric bicycle is very helpful.
Yeah, the electric bicycle helps a lot.
It's not hard to ride on the bicycle.
Exactly. Oh! All right, so that's a sign that it's time to go home. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.